everyone, Geeks here once again for another Project Ozone boss fight. And today we are taking on the RU Ghast. It is living in this fancy dancy tower over here. I have already attempted to beat this boss once before, and it was a bit of a disaster in that when I was up the top, and it lives right up the very, very top of this tower. When I was up the top of this tower, it flew away. And I had problems chasing it and all sorts of bits and pieces. So my problem is that my pretty wings, as we already know, don't work in the Twilight Forest. And I have to use the Rending Gale to fly. And I can't do that holding it in my hand while also trying to fight with my sword, which I'm still holding really weird. So, what I have been done is I have got myself a jetpack, which uses an awful lot of power. So I've got me some batteries, which don't last very long. So I kind of have to hope that by the time I get to the Ghast and I'm ready to fight him, that I kill him pretty fast, because otherwise I'm going to have problems again. Unfortunately, shooting him with a bow doesn't help because he just keeps going further and further away and my bow doesn't reach him. So, and this Ghast can fire 3 fireballs at you at once. Now, in addition to this, you will see flames and bits and pieces on different levels and things. The place gets set on fire as well, so you get burnt, and yeah, this isn't gonna be easy or fun. It's also very loud, so let me just, while I'm thinking about it, let's go into options. Music and sounds. Let's just turn hostile creatures right down because, yeah, we don't really want to be hearing that squealing of the Ghast too loud. Okay, now this tower is a right royal pain. It is just absolutely crazily full of lots of different levels, and it actually starts way down here. Now, getting into the tower is a pain. You have to go through some mazy levels to get all the way up. And, yeah, it just takes absolutely forever. So I'm not going to take you through all of that because that would just be no fun whatsoever. So what I'm going to do, and it'll take forever, and even fast forward, it's just going to take too long. It took me a good hour to get through the last one. So I don't think I would do it. And it's a lot of silly trap things that you need to try and disable and redstone stuff, and it gets quite frustrating to try and get through it all. So what I can basically do is fly right up to the top and just face the Ghast straight off. So I think that's what we will do, just for the sake of at least facing him. Now, hopefully I get enough time once I think I'll put my jetpack on now. And I'm hoping it doesn't, as I'm using this to get up the top, I am hoping that it doesn't use up the power of the jetpack, because I don't have an awful lot of time with the jetpack once I get up there. So let's, yeah, it sounds like it's actually using fuel on the jetpack, but let's see. So we'll head on up here. Oops, I'm still not very, oh no, it is using the jetpack. So I just stood on a, oh, that was a bad place to land. I don't know what I just set off there, but this is all part of the, like, these are the doors you got to go through and you got to set them off, and it's just not easy to do. Oops, so I'm not doing very well with this jetpack. Takes some getting used to. Now, I don't know exactly where he is in here, but we will be wanting to definitely don't want to be using my jetpack. Oh no, we're on fire. Oops, I've set him off. Here we go. Here we go. Let's fight him. Oh. Now, got to avoid the ghast tears. The ghast tears can hurt you. And you can see that being able to fly, I'm actually able to... Oh, he's loud. He is so loud, even with that sound down. Now, I'm beating him quite easily now that I can... Oh no, now he's... See, he's still flying away. Come back! Come back! Come back! Go back towards your tower. Go back towards your tower. Now, my problem with this guy here is that when he dies, I don't know where he's going to leave his stuff if he's not near his tower. Like, he's supposed to... Gosh, he's so loud. Will you die? I kind of hit his hitbox, but here he is. Now we've got him close back to his tower. Oh, he sounds hideous. Is he re-healed? Stop. Stay still. Oh, he sounds so hideous. Oops. No. Oops. Oh, got him. Got him. Now, you'll see down here, there's mini ghasts. So you got to watch out for these guys too, because they will shoot things at you as well if they see you. They're probably not seeing me as well because I have got my shadow step on my boot stool. And you'll see that I have used up a lot of power. So I drained one battery, that one's going down, that one's getting low. So we definitely used up a lot of power in our jetpack in doing that. So let's scoot on down to the ground. Oh, it's a chicken. What are you doing up there? Okay. So, let's take the jetpack off again, because I think that was making some noise and it was annoying. Now let's see. I think this is the loot chest. Let's see what loot we got. Ta-da! So, we got our trophy. We got shader bag, Carmenite, whatever that is. It's probably part of a recipe for something. So we'll take that. We got fiery tears, which are again used in a recipe and a shader. So many of these. There we go. We've completed that one. It was the first time I've done it, so yay. What else do we have that I can just quickly show you while you're here? That didn't take anywhere near as long as I was expecting. Certainly having the jetpack made a huge difference. He did exactly what the last one did for me, which was fly away from the main tower, and that is exactly why I got stuck last time. Now, as you'll see, these are all the areas that you have down here. Now, this is interesting. Do I have torches on me so I can light this up a little bit? Now, last time I was in here, in the last place, there was like a little thing in the middle here that when you turned all of these on, they went into... I can hear a beeping noise. I don't know if it's coming from the area or one of these, but it's annoying. Could even be the jetpack. Let me see what happens when I put it into storage. So I can get rid of that because that is annoying. I don't know if it's a warning sound on my batteries to say, hey, you're running low. Don't know. Yeah, so you would set these here off to go in. And it set off a spawner with more of the mini ghasts, so I don't not quite sure where that is. Small bits and pieces that you can take. No doubt they're supposed to help you with your fight with the ghast. I don't know what the tower word is, or they could be. So this is it here. So when I set this off, we are going to have a little bit of fun with some more little mini ghasts. So we'll flick this lever lever. Went into there, yep. So we'll do that one, which went into there. And then this one, which will go into there. And get ready for destruction. And that one. So that looks pretty, right? You're like, oh, that's pretty. I like that. And then this happens. And look at it getting destroyed. You can imagine if you were too close, that would be you falling through the floor there, and then suddenly you've got all these little guys here trying to get you. Little gastlings. And that's it, they've gone. I managed to get them. I was a little bit shocked last time I saw them, and I didn't quite get them in time. Plus, I'd set the bigger ghast off, and he was trying to shoot me as well, so that wasn't so bad. You can see things floating around near my feet, and that's because I've got a magnet on, and because my inventory is full. I can't pick up any more items, so they'll just sort of float around and follow me while I'm walking around. So there are a few of these on the different levels as you go through. It's back down here, and you can see even further down here that you have various little, oh hello, you have various little things to turn on and off in bits and pieces. This is all what is this? It's like a pathway. Ew. Yeah, so this one here would have been a pathway. Now I'm doing it backwards, but it would have been one that you came down all the way from down there, no doubt, getting these to come forward, and you would follow the paths. Now you actually can't, some of these things you can't break the blocks, and you'll see this little red laser light there. They actually stop you from trying to break blocks, and if you break a block, it will actually replace the block. So you can get yourself trapped in those ways as well. Oh, get down. Right. So it should be okay, because I'll be able to fly back up if I jump down here. Slide it up again. Yeah, this would have been like a way that you would have had to come up here and try and get your way from the ground up to here. Oops, splat. There are little chests along the way. Oops, that's a spawner. What is that? Blazes. See, this is blazes in a wooden fortress. They set fire. Not so great. We'll escape from you. Otherwise it's going to set on fire. We're kind of doing this backwards, because I'm taking you back down through the different areas that are down here. Some furnaces and bits and pieces, anvils. I'm quite sure what you would need them for. It's just all a little bit strange. I suppose if you wanted to repair some of your gear on the way. So this is the bottom level here. Go. This one we can't go through because you need keys. So these 4 ones here means you need keys, and I don't have the keys for them. So let's see if we can get through here. Here we go. But as you can see, there's plenty of ways to get into this tower from the outside. And again, this would have just been another area that you could have gone up. It looks like it's been semi-destroyed by the fire, because that was probably on fire at some point in time. So it's just a crazy tower to have to go through. So I would just suggest that, and there's even more of that sort of stuff as you go through all the other towers. The loot that's in there on each of the levels and the chests aren't worth checking out. Like we'll fly down to this one here. And there might be a chest in here, but we have a chest in here? Yes. So we'll have a look at this chest and we'll see that there's really nothing here worth looking at. So there's one of the keys. So you collect those tower keys and you can go through that main door. And you would need to collect these tower keys in order to go through. There's 4 of them. You have to find all the different chests that have got them in. We can see it's got redstone, steel leaf, which we got when we were... let me think. That was the Ministroom we were getting the steel leaf from. Fireflies, iron ingot, and a knockback 2 book. So, again, it's not very good loot. It's pretty crappy, really. So it's not worth going through all of these towers in order to find these chests and get some loot out of them. Ooh, that's one of those horrible beetle things. So some interesting looking spawners there. Hello. You guys are... That was it. Run away from those scary looking spiders. Not that they're difficult to kill, we could have killed them easy. So yeah, I think if you come into the Twilight Forest, if you've got a Rending Gale, or even a jetpack, just fly straight up the top, take care of the Ghast, and I would leave the tower alone. I wouldn't even bother with it. I know this was a super quick fight. He ended up being really easy to kill once I took care of being able to fly and hit him at the same time. He actually even only fired 1 set of fireballs at me, which was kind of made it a lot easier. The last one I had to do, well, I guess he managed to get away from me, so he had plenty of time and opportunity to fire them at me. But yeah, super easy. I hope you weren't too bored with the fact that that was too easy, but I hope you enjoyed at least having a look at the Ghast and the tower that he resides in. But other than that, you have a great day.